Hello, Raw and Mithril here once again, and it's time to go after the robot master that bugs everyone. Let's go after Hornet Man. Okay, so he isn't really all that bad. Besides, he probably has my favorite theme in the entire game. I love Hornet Dance. Let's go. What? Carry, what are you doing here? This isn't a rock mine. Here we have the Flower Presenter. This particular variant is called Flower Presenter T. It fires rocket-powered tulips at you. There are two other variants that we'll see later on, but really it's only stylistic differences. It just depends on what particular flower they fire at you. And these gimmick platforms are just weird. They go out like a party favor when you shoot them, then curl up all the way. That can be pretty dangerous over death spikes. That was a Scissor. If the two halves come together, they turn into an annoying little pair of hedge clippers that go back and forth over the screen. And this is a Bokazura. They don't do anything until you shoot at them. Then they fire out 3 cannonballs. They can destroy these brick platforms for you. And since you basically need them to progress, there's no real way to actually kill them. Just be sure the cannonballs don't actually hit you, because they can still damage you. Just one more to get through, and then we move on to the mid-boss, Hanabiran. It's a rather annoying mid-boss. You have to be fairly aggressive against it. Always keep track of just where it's going to pop up. Unfortunately, if it turns up on the bottom like that, then there isn't really a position you can take to where you can actually hurt it. Always have to be quick to stay ahead of the bar moving around. Yeah, this one's kind of annoying. There we go. Moving on. This is a fairly dangerous room. The most troubling part of this stage, really. With all the Scissors running around. There's one here. Let it go ahead and form and get out of your way. Okay, I think we're at least done with those. Up there we have a Flower Presenter C. It fires little tiny cactuses at us. Or cacti. And the last one is Flower Presenter M. It fires, according to the Mega Man database, it fires something called a margarita at you, but that's no cocktail. Granted, I don't know too much about flowers, so it may well be a type of flower that I'm just not familiar with. No, I do not want to be tuliped. Just a big stomper to get past. An extra life to go back to claim, because I like anything shiny. Get out of my way. Okay, time to deal with Hornet Man. His weapon of choice is the Hornet Chaser, and those can be fairly annoying. You can, however, destroy them. Each Hornet Chaser takes 2 shots to destroy. And believe me, you want to destroy them. With the first wave dealt with, the rest is actually pretty easy. You just need a good mashing finger. At this point, it's just continuing the pattern. And doing your best not to lose it. Due to the spread shot of the Magma Bazooka, it makes dealing with him a lot easier. That is his weakness, and also the Magma Bazooka can very easily get rid of all the Hornet Chasers. Oh god. Get out of here, bloody bee. There we go. So that wasn't too terribly bad. It's a bit of a frantic pattern, but still a pretty easy one to follow if you don't panic. And thus we have our 7th new weapon, the Hornet Chaser. It fires out a little bee that homes in on enemies. Also, you may have noticed areas where there have been power-ups that have been completely walled in and out of my way to where you can't get them. Well, that's what the Hornet Chaser is for. It can go and pick up those power-ups for you and bring them right back to you. It's a handy little pet bee. 7 down, 1 to go. Really, with this one, the main threat was the stage itself. So, there are still some outtakes. Enjoy! If you stay on them too long, though, they curl all the way back up, so that gets dangerous over death spikes. Ow! Shoot that one real quick. Oh. Does that count as a one-up curse? And now for Hanabiran, the mini-boss of this stage. You have to be kind of aggressive with this one. Oh, bugger! Come on. Oh! Bad jump. Oh, come on, stop popping up there. Ow, cornered. Oh, still not enough. I don't believe that. So, yes, from the outtakes it's pretty clear where the problem area really was. And for that matter, what wasn't a problem. I give Hornet Man a 3 out of 10. The main thing, this is definitively a case of the stage being harder than the Robot Master. Obviously, fighting Hanabiran was annoying. That thing is a real bugger of a mid-boss. Beyond that, there's that one room with a bunch of the party favorite platforms, a bunch of scissors flying through, and all over death spikes. That can be a troublesome room if you don't know what's coming. The stage isn't too bad beyond that, but there is still some room for problems, such as the flower presenters, if there's too many of those in one area and you don't take them out from a distance. Hornet Man himself is simplicity itself. Very, very pattern-based. Once you get past the first wave of the Hornet Chasers, the rest is very easy. If you've got a good mashing finger, you can take out all 3 Hornet Chasers and get a good 5 shots on Hornet Man himself before the next part of the pattern repeats itself. And as you could see during the actual fight with him, I even missed one of the Hornet Chasers. There was plenty of lenience in there to let me dodge that one last Hornet Chaser until it flew away and I could get back into the pattern. So really, Hornet Man isn't that tricky to get past. And, well, his weakness just absolutely cripples him. So, 3 out of 10 for Hornet Man. With that, that's the end of this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. Just one last one to go. We'll return to this episode of Really Cooking with Fireman right after these messages. Hey, Plugman here, telling you all to rush on down to your local gaming shop and check out all the latest games from Capcom! That's right, Capcom! Makers of the excellent Mega Man series. Gotta have more? Mega Man 10 is coming out this March. Go on and buy it, you know you wanna! And the fun doesn't end there, there's also Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Wait, who versus Capcom? That's right, the other guys suck! Who needs Tekka Man and Joe the Condor when you could have Frank West and Zero? Yay! Capcom!
Shameless plug!